Hey everyone, it's Mad Warrior, also known as the Mad Master here, doing another T-shirt of the week video. But I'm actually renaming this series T-shirt of the day. So I don't think I'm going to do a video every day about a T-shirt I own, but I figured because I'm probably going to be doing multiple videos within a week, why call it T-shirt of the week? It's kind of stupid. So T-shirt of the day, and this one was one I just pulled from my closet because I decided I have some stuff to say about it. And this one is vintage this time. Iron Maiden. Let me see if I can see it on camera, make sure this time around. Can I Play with Madness? Vintage. Tour in 1988. And this is not originally mine, actually. What happened was I used to work at a Walgreens, which, if you're not familiar, is like a drugstore, convenience store kind of place, pharmacy. The particular one I had worked at does not have a did not have a pharmacy. Actually, they don't think they still do. They still don't have a pharmacy, I should say. So this was back in like the late '90s, early 2000s that I worked at this place. So I was a cashier, and I met a lot of people because it was on a college campus. It was kind of, had more social interaction and stuff, and it was an interesting place to work, honestly. So Iron Maiden was not cool, metal wasn't cool, but this was early on where people were starting to like maybe wear metal shirts sort of ironically, I guess. I don't know. One day, this guy comes in with that shirt, this very shirt. And I was kind of confused because, this is very similar to the Clairvoyant one because it has the tour dates and those symbols. Or I think the one that my brother had that I talked about in the previous video. So I was like, is that the same shirt? No, it's not, but it's still pretty cool. So I was like, vintage Seven Sun tour shirt. Holy shit. So I'm like, where did you get that? He's like, oh, I got it at Goodwill like 2 months ago or something. I'm like, holy shit. So I kind of was like, well, how much do you want for it? Because I was looking for these vintage Iron Maiden shirts from that period, even back then. So I was like, he's like, oh, 15 bucks, $10. He's like, doesn't really care that much, which is, I don't even think he liked Iron Maiden that much. There were other people that came into the store that did like Iron Maiden that I talked to, but he was not one of the people that did, I guess. He was just like kind of wearing it just for whatever the fuck reason. So I'm like, I'll offer you $20, man. Please. Oh, that would be so great. It was like the happiest day. I'm such a nerd. But anyways, so he goes home and he washes the shirt and I give him the 20 and it's been mine since. And I mean, it's actually in pretty good shape. I don't wear it that often. I think it fits. I'm not really recall if it fits that well or not. But I know for a fact Iron Maiden were not making this shirt at the time. It is definitely vintage. It says 1980. I am 100% sure because they were in the midst of like still, I think Blaze was still in the band, and they hadn't made that shirt for probably at least 7 to 10 years. They hadn't manufactured that shirt. So when I bought it, I was pretty happy. I wore it a lot. I had like an ex that wore it. She had a picture of it on. It was kind of cool. She wasn't really an Iron Maiden, but it was, I don't know where that picture went. It was pretty cool. I wouldn't put it on here, but but it was pretty cool. So, and I guess I could tell another story about that, but maybe for another time. There was some weird situations with Iron Maiden shirts at the time with certain women that were around at the time. Speaking of girlfriends and stuff, but that story might be a little too out there for this episode, and a little far fetched, and I don't want to get into trouble or anything. I mean, it's not anything I did wrong, but it's just kind of crazy, kind of kooky new age shit involved with that. But maybe more on that another time. But anyways, I was pretty stoked about that, and that's the story of that shirt.